If you've ever wondered how to pick the proper contractor for your new roof or your home improvement project, I'm going to give you a few tips and pointers on how to do that. Any given area has dozens or even hundreds of contractors to choose from. So I'm going to give you some pointers on how to pick the right one. And this is not by any means an infomercial for our company. We may not be right for you. Not every construction company and client are a good fit. So first off, I'm going to start by telling you why we may not be a good fit for you. We are not fast and we are not cheap. We are definitely not the cheapest out there. We know what it takes to properly do your roof or your siding project. We know what the labor costs, we know what the material costs, and we know what it takes to do that properly. So we're not the cheapest. We're also not the fastest. We can get your average roof done within a day or two, but if you've got a tremendously large roof and you're looking for somebody to come in and get 20 guys up on your roof and get it done before noon, that's probably not us. We know what it takes to do it right and price it fairly, and we prefer to do it a little bit more slowly and methodically and make sure it's done properly. So if you're looking for fast and cheap or the Walmart of contracting, that's not us. We also do not do shingle overlays. Just about every roofing manufacturer out there will allow you to overlay one layer of roofing shingles with another layer. In 10 years in business, we've never once done that, because although the manufacturers will allow it and they'll warranty it, we don't think it's the right way to do your roof. We would prefer to strip it down to the bare deck, check everything for rot and any other damage, and install a new roof on top of that. We do not give cash discounts. Our cost to do your roof is the same whether you're paying us in cash or in check. The only reason somebody would give a cash discount is because they're going to save some money by not paying taxes on that income that they made in cash, because it's not going to go into their bank account and it's not going to be trackable. So we don't do that. We pay all of our taxes and pay plenty of taxes. So we don't give any discounts if you want to pay us in cash. If you do, that's just fine, but it's not going to cost you any less. We will not beat the lowest price. Like I mentioned a second ago, we know what it takes to do the roof properly, and not only materials and labor, but also have a little bit of a healthy profit margin in it for us, so that if 5 years down from the road, you still want to call us back and have us do your roof again because it got hailed out, or do another roofing project, or you have an issue with it. We know what it costs us to stay in business so that we're around if you want to use us again in the future. So a few things that you can look for when you're looking to hire a contractor is you want to make sure that that person is insured. That's going to not only protect them, but it's also going to protect you as the homeowner. You want to make sure that they are licensed. Every city and municipality just about in this area has their own licensing requirements, and so you want to make sure that they're licensed in that area that they're going to be working in. You also want to make sure that they pull all of the proper permits, and that's to protect you so that the proper inspections are done to make sure that the roof is done properly. And those three kind of go hand in hand, because without being insured, you can't be licensed, and without being licensed, you can't pull permits. You want to check and make sure that the contractor that you're interviewing for your project is Better Business Bureau accredited. The BBB has been around for a great number of years, and their sole purpose is to protect you, the consumer, and the client and the homeowner. So you want to make sure that they're accredited and make sure that they're A+ rated. You also want to check and see how many and if they have any manufacturer certifications. Just about every manufacturer out there is going to certify installers for their product, because they have a vested interest to make sure that their products are installed properly by contractors that are trained and licensed and insured. So you want to check and see how many and what kind of manufacturer certifications they have. If they're certified to install the roof that you want installed, or the type of siding that you would like installed. You also want to get referrals. Ask your friends and family and ask the contractor if they can give you referrals of other people that they've done work for that were satisfied with what they did. You want to make sure that that contractor is offering you a workmanship warranty. Just about every manufacturer offers some kind of a manufacturer warranty, as long as certain things are followed in the installation process. But not every contractor offers a workmanship warranty. So that will cover if they make a mistake and they do something wrong while they're installing your roof. That's going to cover you and make sure that that gets repaired properly. You want to make sure that they provide you a detailed estimate. You don't just want a one-line estimate that says we're going to replace your roof for X amount of dollars. You want to see every line item and you want to see exactly what they're going to do. You want to make sure that they're pulling off the old shingles, they're pulling off the old underlayment, they're stripping it down to the deck, they're going to pull all the old nails out so the new shingles can be properly nailed in place. You just want to make sure that every line item is detailed so that you know exactly what they're going to do and exactly what you're paying for. You want to make sure that they've been in business for several years. Obviously, everybody has to start somewhere, and not to say that every company that just started is a bad company, but just let them build up a little bit of a track record first before you trust them with your home. Make sure that they're not the cheapest. Like I mentioned before, we're not the cheapest. We know exactly what it takes, and a good contractor will know what it takes to do that project properly, to not only have enough material and labor cost in it, but also have a profit margin in it so that they can sustain their business and be in business for years to come if you have any issues. You want to make sure that that contractor is local. You don't want somebody that's coming in from out of town just because you got a hailstorm and they're knocking on your door and they want your business and they promise you everything under the sun, and then as soon as the snow starts flying 6 months later, they go back down south where it's warm or wherever they came up from. So you want somebody that's local, that you can call in the middle of February and they're going to be there within a couple hours to take care of any issues that you may have. And also, to that same point, somebody that's local is going to do a better job because they have an incentive to do a better job. The person that is going to leave right after your project is done has less incentive than the person that lives in your neighborhood and has a very good chance of running into you at the grocery store or your kid's little league game. And they're going to keep their money local. They're going to spend it here. They're going to pay property taxes. They're going to contribute to the local community. And it's just better overall to have somebody local working on your project. You also want to check their reviews. Look at their Facebook page and check the reviews on there. Look at the Google reviews. Better Business Bureau has a place where you can leave reviews. So make sure that not only, like I said, they're accredited and A+ rated, but they've also got good reviews on Better Business Bureau. So that's just a couple of points that you can keep an eye on if you're looking to hire a contractor, and just make sure that you're going to get the best bang for your buck and not necessarily the cheapest, but get the best value from the contractor that you're hiring.